Welcome to Mind Body Access. My name is Alexi Barr and I will be guiding you through today's practice today. So let's get started in a nice child's pose. Big toes together, knees wide apart, reach your arms far forward. Start to find your breath. Start to find stillness. Reach your arms forward a little bit more so you start to lengthen your spine. And as all practices, we want to get our breath started. We want to get into a routine. So together, let's take a nice big inhale, filling up the belly, filling up the lungs. Big exhale. Let it all go. Take a nice big inhale, filling up the belly, filling up the lungs. Holding it at the top, dropping your jaw, exhale. Nice. Take a nice big inhale, filling it all the way to the top. Take an extra sip, drop your jaw and exhale. And from here, flip your toes to downward facing dog. For those watching, I would usually say take a few more deep big breaths. But for this practice, we're just gonna take about a few. Nice, so I want you to really ground yourself in this down dog. Press your heels down, lift the hips a little bit higher. Nice, melt your belly closer to the thighs. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Really beautiful. Bring your feet a little bit closer so they're hip width distance apart. Nice. Really, really nice. So a really good way to know if you're in a good down dog stance is to shift forward to plank, exactly where you are without moving your feet or legs. If you have to move them, then your down dog isn't long enough. Now move your buttocks back up to downward facing dog. Nice, now everyone is at a good down dog. So press your heels down, melt your belly closer to your thighs. And again, let's shift forward one more time to plank. Lower down halfway, scoop to upward facing. Nice. And take a moment in upward facing dog. Just move your hips to the right, to the left. Flip your toes, downward facing dog. Really nice. Inhale your right leg long. Bring your right knee to meet your right armpit 6 times, sending it back each time. And on the 7th time, step it through to Anjaneyasana. Beautiful, keep that steady breath going. Inhaling and exhaling. Keeping the blood flowing. Nice, step it through, drop your left knee, untuck your left toe. And then we're gonna send the hips back, come onto your right heel. Think of as if it was almost like a runner's lunge. And then come forward again. Maybe some of us can even bring our right forearm in for lizard if you would like. If not, keep the hands around framed by the foot, that's totally fine. Send it back one more time, sending the hips back, flexing that right foot, and put a deep bend into that right knee. Raise both arms up to Anjaneyasana. Make sure the arms are behind the ears, shoulders away from the ears. Core engaged, maybe bending a little bit deeper into that right knee. Do not forget to use your breath. Lower the hands down, tuck the left toe, send the right leg back to high plank. Go through your vinyasa flow. Beautiful, inhale your left leg long this time. Bring your left knee to meet your left armpit 6 times, sending it back each time. On the 7th time, step it through to Anjaneyasana. Good, keep that steady breath going. And remember, always think navel to spine so you really get that core engagement. Nice, so this time drop your right knee, untuck your right toe, and we're going to send the hips back coming onto our left heel. Nice, and then come forward. And here, if you wanna go for that lizard stretch, this is an option. If not, just keep your hands framed by your left foot and send it back. Sending those hips back, coming onto the heel of your left foot and come forward, Anjaneyasana. And remember, core engaged. Arms behind the ears, shoulders relaxed away from the ears. And lower down. Tuck your right toes, bring your right knee up, send the left back to high plank. Go through your vinyasa flow. Beautiful. Every time you get to down dog, reground yourself. Inhale your right leg long. Bring your right knee to meet your left armpit 6 times, sending it back each time. We're really working the obliques, the core. This is what's the next step for you guys. Making sure you're constantly keeping core activation. Nice. Keep the leg lifted. Press your left heel down. Nice. Put a bend in your right knee. Flex that right foot. Gently kick it over to rockstar. There we go. So keep that left leg straight. Raise the hips as much as you possibly can. Much as you possibly can. Let me just make it around to everyone. Nice. A little bit higher. A little bit higher. Nice. And bring the hands down and flip it over to side plank, which you'll be facing the windows for. Nice. Raise the hips a little bit higher. Press away with your right hand as much as you possibly can. Press away, press away. Nice. And lower that left hand and go through your vinyasa flow. And always know that if you ever need a break, take a child's pose. Take a second. Do whatever you need to do for yourself. Now let's inhale that left leg long. Bring your left knee to meet your right armpit 6 times, sending it back each time. Good, keep that breath going. Nice. Now this time you're going to actively press your right heel down. Actively press your right heel down into the mat. So I'm gonna come around, press it down, good. Now put a bend in that left knee, gently, slowly, yes, gently, slowly kick it over to your rock star. Slow, 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 slow. Nice, raise the hips super high, super, super high. Push yourself a little bit more and flip it over, side plank, facing the bolsters this time. And I want you to just press away with your left hand. Raise the hips a little bit higher. A little bit higher, yes. And lower your right hand down. Go through your vinyasa flow. Nice, take a moment. Reground yourself in this moment. Put a bend in both knees, hover float to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, palms to touch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, go through your vinyasa flow. Drop your hands and feet. Really nice. Reground your down dog. So let's bring your stance a little bit closer together. Good, exactly. Inhale your right leg long. Bring your right knee to meet your right armpit 7 times. And on the 7th time, just leave your leg elevated. Good, keep that steady breath going. Keep the leg lifted, raise it behind you. Nice, now bring your knee to meet your left armpit. Hold it here. Bring the knee above the elbow, step it through, fall in triangle. Beautiful, raise the hips higher. Even turn out a little bit more towards the bolsters, really nice, exactly. Open up, does that feel okay? Good. And lower your left hand, swoop the right leg through, go through your vinyasa flow. Reground your down dog again. Take a moment, take a breather before we get on to the next side. So inhale your left leg long. And now you're going to bring your left knee to meet your left armpit 7 times, sending it back each time and leaving it elevated at the 7th time. Good, keep that steady breath. Now send the leg back. Bring your knee to meet your right armpit. Make sure the knee comes above the elbow. Step it through, fallen triangle. Raise the hips as high up as you possibly can. Beautiful. Turn out more towards the windows if you can. And lower that right hand, swoop the leg through, go through your flow. Beautiful, inhale your right leg long. Step it between the hands. Nice, keep your left hand down, twist open to the right. Lower that right hand down. Send your right leg back. Send your left leg in between, twist open to the left. Beautiful, lower it back down. Send the left leg back, go through your vinyasa flow. Re-ground that down dog. Everyone, without me physically touching you, I want you to melt your belly closer to your thighs. I want you to actively press your heels down. I want you to press all 10 fingertips down into the mat so I don't see any air bubbles. I want you to shift forward into plank pose. And I want everyone to round their spine, so you're really engaging those core belly muscles. Think navel to spine. Nice, really press away. At my count, you're going to lower down to your belly to set up for Shalabhasana. 5, 4, elbows by your ribs, don't go so fast. 3, 2, 1, lower down. Arms by your sides, palms facing up. Take a moment here. At my count, you're gonna raise everything up except your pelvic floor. Take a moment, take a breather. 3, 2, 1, rise up. Beautiful. Nice. Does it feel okay? I'm gonna let go, pull your arms, use your legs to hold you here. Good. Hold it for just a few more seconds. Nice, use your arms and your legs to hold you. Gonna slowly let go and lower down. Look to your right. Really nice. Take a moment because we're gonna go right back into this. You're gonna hold on to your ankles and take the full expression. Floor bow. So hold on to your ankles, take a moment. You don't have to go right up into it. At my count, I'll let you know when to come up. 3, 2, 1, rise up all the way. Here we go. You got you. Pull those legs, you're there. Pull your arms and your legs. Good. You got this. So everyone try to teeter-totter on your pelvic floor. Good, exactly. And try to find yourself fully on that pelvic floor. And take an inhale. Exhale, let it go. Look to your left. Put a bend in your knees, windshield wipe them left to right. Nice. Bring your hands by your ribs. Tuck your toes, come to plank pose. Nice. Come onto your knees. Come standing on your knees. We're gonna go into Ustrasana, camel pose. So you're gonna make sure your knees are hip width distance apart. So just remember your hips, I always say this, touch those hip bones and just go straight down. We're obviously not out here, so which is a great thing. So we're right here. Awesome, so what we're gonna do, it's up to you. Some people find it's more comfortable for them to tuck their toes. I don't, but it's also something that anyone can use if they would like to. So it's an option if you want. I don't personally tuck my toes. So you're gonna reach your right arm up. You're going to bring it back to meet your right heel. You're gonna take your left arm, bring it back to meet your left heel. Notice how we're shifted back. You want to shift those hips forward, launching yourself forward. So I'm gonna come around. Nice. Really nice, hold on to your heels. Shift the hips forward a little bit more, nice. Tilt your head back a little bit more, yes. There we go. And hold on to your backside now and sit into a child's pose. Take a moment, sit back into it. Whatever feels good for you. And always reach your arms far forward. Last final pose is wheel pose, or any rendition that you want to take from it. So when you're ready, come up from your child's pose, turn over onto your back, and you can either take supported bridge or take full bridge, wheel. Your choice. So if you're taking wheel or bridge or supported, always make sure your heels are right by your buttocks, like as close. You always want your hands and your feet to be as close together as possible because it's easier to get up that way. So go for it, rise right on up. Nice, press your arms away, press away. Yes, straighten those arms. Hold it, I'm gonna let go. Gorgeous. Hold it there, beautiful. And lower down. And keep your position. Do not move your arms and your legs because you're gonna rise up one more time. And rise up. Beautiful. Straighten those arms as much as you can. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, lower down. Nice, hug your knees to your chest. Really beautiful. Make little circles around with your knees. And I want you to hold on to the back of your thighs for one final pose. You're going to rock and roll to Navasana, boat pose. Go for it. It's all yours. So you want to make sure, think your arms are a basket. You're holding something. I like to point my toes just for sturdiness. Engage those belly muscles. Beautiful. Gorgeous. And here we have a beautiful modification, just using her fingertips lightly to hold herself up. And hug the knees to your chest. Beautiful. Lay down on your back. Lay your left leg long. Continue to hug that right knee. Let's go for that supine twist. Take it over. Exactly. I'll grab a block for you. So if your knee does not touch the ground, which is very normal, grab a block to support yourself. Really, really good. And remember, cactus the arms so both shoulders are on the mat. Always have an open heart, open mind, open heart. Nice. Now I want you to take that right knee, bring it out to the right, opening the hip. Yes. Now lower that right leg down. Hug the left knee to your chest. So the exact same movement. Take it right on over. Cactus the arms. Good, take that block. Nice, make sure both shoulders, open heart. Exactly. Here. Really nice. Good. Does that feel okay? Good. Now take your left hand to your left knee, open the hip out to the left. Nice, now give yourself a final happy baby. And take a moment, maybe straighten one leg, maybe put a bend in the other leg. Take whatever feels good for you and make sure your hands are on the outer edges of your feet. And these last 10 seconds are yours. So whether you want to do a headstand, a back bend, whatever it is, take these 10 seconds for you. It's so important to do what you want to do. And I will let you know when we are going back down to Shavasana. And slowly, wherever you are, slowly bring your legs down so your feet are mat width distance apart. Have your palms facing the ceiling. Close your eyes, relax your face, relax your jaw, maybe even leave your mouth open and just like let yourself roll. Yeah, exactly. Just let yourself fully let go. Usually in Shavasana, we would stay here for about 2 to 4 minutes, or for truly however long you would like, depending on your time. But for now, we are going to awaken from our Shavasana. No rush to open the eyes. Reach the arms behind you, the legs in front of you. Roll out the wrists. Nice. Roll out the ankles. Maybe hold on to one wrist, stretch to the right. Maybe hold on to the opposite wrist, stretch to the left. And give yourself one big yawn stretch just for the road, just because it feels really, really good. Roll over to your right side and come to a tight fetal ball. Like I'm talking like knees to forehead, super, super tight. Giving yourself a big hug and thank you for making it, for being present with yourself, for being good to yourself and your body. Use your left hand to guide you up to seated Sukhasana. And take whatever comfortable seat for you. And we are gonna close with one big inhale, one big exhale, sweeping the arms up, exhaling them center. Let's do it all together. Sweep up and around. Exhale, hands heart center. I welcome you to close your eyes if they aren't closed already. I welcome you to bring your thumbs to your third eye center, located between your eyebrows. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste, loves.
Namaste.